Hi students, I'm Paul Verdicto. In today's class we'll see about for loop and for each loop. For loop. For loop is used when the number of times a step has to be repeated is known in advance. For example, if I ask you how many times a person has to repeat the process of hitting to break a rock, you might find the answer unpredictable because it is not something which could be predicted. Whereas if the question is how many steps a person has to take to climb a 10-step staircase, you can easily answer it as 10 steps because this is something which could be predicted in advance. In practical, there are cases where the number of times a process has to be repeated could be calculated in advance. In such cases, for loops are used. Definition: for loops are used in iteration logics. It is used when the number of times the loop should run is known in advance. Syntax of for loop: for, initialization value, test condition, increment value. Following it comes the code to be executed. Initialization value, test condition, and increment counter are the important parameters of for loop. In initialization value, the value with which the loop should be started should be given. For example, to print 1 to 5, 1 will be given as initialization value. If 19 to 23 has to be printed, 19 would be given as initialization value. Increment counter. The start value gets incremented in every step using increment counter. To print 5 to 10, in the first step, initialization value will be given as 5. In the second step of execution, 5 will be incremented and the initialization value will become 6. And as the loop runs, every time the value will get incremented. Test condition. Test condition is the place where the end value of the loop will be given. If 10 is set as end value, every time the loop executes, the start value will be compared with end value. If the condition stays true, loop will be executed. If the condition goes false, loop ends. Let's see an example program to print numbers 1 to 4. In this program, 1 is the start value, so 1 should be set as initialization value. And 4 is the end value, so the test condition here is I less than or equal to 4, and then the increment counter I++. I want this output, so in my code part I am giving echo number $I. When this program is executed, in echo I have given number, so first number will be printed, and for this $I, the initial value of I is 1, so that will be printed, and then I value will get incremented to 2. Test condition is true, so number 2 will be printed in the output. Again incrementation, I will become 3, test condition is true, number 3 gets printed in the output. Again incrementation of I value to 4. Test condition is true, number 4 gets printed, and then I gets incremented to 5, but now condition is false, so the loop stops here. This is how for loop works. For each loop. For each loop is exclusively available in PHP. It works only with arrays. Array is a collection of values on a single variable. To use array value in a loop, like displaying the array values or adding values of array, for each loop could be used. The syntax of for each loop is for each array as value $value, and then the code to be executed. Let's write a program to print the elements of this array. This is my expected output. First, I am declaring the array, and then for each, my array name is $name. So I am giving $name. Then as $value. Inside echo statement name. The element of the array declared will be printed when the loop is executed. That's all for today's class. For more lectures on 12th standard computer applications, subscribe and follow Hard Drive channel. Thank you.